Everybody, thanks for watching. For the people who asked about the Get All 5 sale, as I said before, check the link. If it's available, then the link will work. If not, the link will not work. I think it may be some books left, so check the link in the description. If it works, then there are books left. If not, then that's the end of the sale. Also, flash drive sale is still available for those people waiting on flash drives. They're on their way out. Everybody before who was waiting on books, we're emailing everybody. We're getting books out quickly as possible. And I appreciate the patience on that. But yeah, we got books in. We're getting books out quickly. I know a lot of people's been waiting, but we got you guys. That was the point of the sale, making it so cheap, because we knew it was going to be a little wait. But yeah, we move as quickly as possible. We got you. We getting emails. And yeah, everybody, we know who you are. If you ordered, we got you. We definitely sending books out quickly as possible. And stay tuned. You'll be getting an email soon. Also, I talked about the new site. The site will be down this weekend because we're putting up the new site. It's going to be complete overhaul, completely different Merkabah Academy this week. So this week, the new site will be up. If you are not a Never Pay Again member, this is the time to do it, because it will be done. It will be a done deal for Never Pay Again members after this weekend, as a matter of fact. So Monday, you have until Monday to get Never Pay Again membership. The link is in the description. And Never Pay Again membership, and that's all it's going to be, is Never Pay Again membership. But it will come with the Podia link to all the digital downloads. Trust me, it's a good deal. You want to take advantage of it. 69 bucks. The link is in the description. You have until Monday, then that's it. But Merkabah Academy will be completely different this week. We'll have the site up and running this week. And we'll get into that once it's up and running, and the apps and everything like that, because it's going to be a lot more to it. So I'll do a video on that, and I'll let you guys know what's happening with that situation once it's up and running. But yeah, everything's running smooth. Everything's moving quick. We're moving as quickly as possible. Appreciate the patience. Let's get into this video. So now, I told you I'd keep you guys up to date on reparations. As you know, a lot of people seen it. A lot of people hit me up when it happened. So we already had our first city give out money for reparations, and they gave everybody $25,000, and also a whole bunch of, like, you know, housing help, grants, business loans, and stuff like that. So what's happening is, if you're paying attention, a lot of people keeping up with it, because I had a lot of emails and conversations with people. If you're keeping up with it, the thing is, a lot of states are realizing they don't want to do this on a federal level, because exactly what I said, it's going to cause debt, and it's going to be something that the politicians are going to have to deal with in their state on a local level if they give this money out, or vote on giving this money out on a federal level, which is going to put the states in debt. It's going to put the country in debt, and it could be a problem in the future. Remember I said, if they, you know, federally wants to give out, you know, reparations, 5 million, whatever it's going to be, you know, 20-something trillion dollars in money, it's going to cripple the economy. So to combat this, a lot of cities, small cities, are trying to do it on a local, you know, and even private level to some extent. I know here in Vegas, they're actually talking about it on a private level and on a local level. And Nevada's talking about, you know, giving out this money. But you're having states and cities wanting to give out some type of plan, or put together some type of plan to give out reparations, because they see it coming. You know, you having the islands now jumping in, you having Europe and other European countries jumping in on reparations. Everybody's talking about it. This is something I've been said was going to happen. Now, the question is, where is it going to go to? Is they going to use it to cripple the economy and say, oh, we had to give black people this money, it's their fault? Or what are they trying to do? And if you watch my previous videos, what did I tell you guys? I told you they have to fix this problem. I've been saying it for years. I told you they have to fix what has happened to black people, especially if you're looking at them. You see the agenda is clearly being pushed. They want this black-white union. And it's so many issues going on because they went so hard at destroying us that they have to fix. You know, kids are smarter these days. A lot of kids are making a lot of money off the internet, and some other kids will be making a lot more if they had money to start. A lot of people's problem right now is startup money. And then, you know, the time it takes for you to work and survive and save to get startup money for something is almost impossible. It takes a lot of discipline. It's almost impossible for you to be working and paying bills and taking care of family, whatever you got to do, and still put away money for something that's going to cost a few $100,000. So the argument has been put out on so many levels, and I can't lie. You know, I always say I wish I could argue this for us, because I can do it really good. But I'm telling you, the things that I've read and the way people who are arguing this have put it, they've killed it. I mean, there's so many different ways, because you see, you have people, I'm just going to say racist people. You have people who don't understand, who's looking at it on a slavery level. They looking back and saying, well, you guys wasn't slaves. I didn't own any slaves, and you guys don't deserve any money. But they're not understanding it ain't just slavery. It's not just slavery. Once slavery ended, everything that happened after slavery. I mean, so much, not to mention, the lynchings, redlining, just, racism, period. You're talking about people who enslaved you for hundreds of years, who hold all the keys to all the doors, all the pathways, all the passageways to success run through them. And then you have to walk into a situation and hope that this person who holds the key to your success, your future, is not racist. And this is what we have to deal with every time a cop pulls up behind us. Is this guy racist? Is this a KKK cop? Am I going to die? We go to a job interview. Is this guy racist? Am I being discriminated on? This is something we have to worry about, business-wise, economically, forever. The way things sit right now. We have to deal with this. They can walk into a job situation. I'm a white person. I'm successful. I'm educated. I'm going to get a job. A white person can walk into somewhere with a suit on and look the part. You see a black man with a suit, you're like, you're coming from court, you're going to a wedding, and it's just how it is. This is what they've done to us. So they're starting to see this, and, the argument has been raised on so many levels, and the stuff I've been talking about, that, you got to look at it beyond slavery. Slavery was just, the beginning. And then before slavery, there's so much that was taken. They don't want to get deep into this. They don't want to get deep into this because it's going to open too many doors, and it's going to answer too many questions. So what a lot of states is doing, they're trying to get ahead of it, because if you can get ahead of it on a private, local level, it's not going to cripple you, statewide on a federal level, when you have to give out so much more money. You understand? So it's like, okay, well, if we take care of this now, this is what states are trying to do. If we take care of this now on our own state or local level, then we already given the money out, and then people have accepted it. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like the lottery, where you can take the lump sum, and it's less than you're supposed to get. Because if we got to give you all that money, man, that's a lot of money. Or it's like a deal you take, in a settlement or a lawsuit, or it's like, if I'm being sued and a person is willing to take less money now, I'd rather give them less money before everything comes out in court, and then the jury rules on me giving them quadruple what they're asking for. You understand? So it's better that they give this money out on this state or local level, or privately, they give this money out, versus federal, to where, federal law comes into play, and then the federal government orders unanimously, for all these states to pay out this money. And it's going to hurt a lot of states, because, hey, if California's talking about $5 million per person, who the hell want to pay that? And then, even though, of course, the state that it was voted, it was taken from, what was it, tobacco sales or marijuana sales. Some of the money was taken from tobacco, marijuana sales, and something else. Forget what it was. So it wasn't like it was a bunch of money taken from taxes. It was money that was taken from that. And that's how they want to do it. But it's better if they do it that way, and versus the government coming up and saying, hey, we got to pay this amount, and this is how it's going to cut your budget or affect you as a state, because of this federal law that's being passed. And it's better for them to just be on a record and say, hey, I'd rather give them 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, something like that, and all these incentives. It's stuff in the works about taxes, and what was it? Oh yeah, no property taxes, all kinds of stuff. So, they trying to put it in a way to where it can be done and not cripple the country. So this is what they're trying to do. But me personally, I still think it's something that's going to be passed on the federal level, because if states do it quietly, you're not going to know what state does what. And they want this to either be a big thing booming across the country, because that's what they want. Because not everybody's going to hear about what happened in Evansville about reparations being passed. You're not seeing it all over the news. It's not a big deal. But if it's something that's passed federally, this is something that everybody's going to know about, and it's going to be talked about. Now, what I was talking about before in previous videos, as I said, They want to fix this issue. Because if you want black and white to come together, you have to fix the problem that you caused economically with holding black people back. And you can see the agenda clear as day. The writing is on the wall. This is what they want. You're seeing it a lot. Look at all the female black rappers that just coming out of nowhere. You understand? They really want to cause this collision between black and black. The black family is their worst enemy right now. They want to destroy that. They don't want black people coming together. As I talk about this a lot, like, black women need to take back their image and stop letting these girls jump online and, you know, get signed and start jumping on videos and making videos that's speaking for all black women, saying that I'm all about getting a man for his money. Listen to what these black female artists is talking about. You know, it's this whole trending thing to where these black artists is being signed, these black female artists is being signed, and that's the narrative. It's about getting a nigga for his money. It's about this. It's about that. It's about everything that's destroying the black family and the black relationship. And it's making it so black men can't trust black women and black women can't trust black men. And who do we have? And it's just what's happening. That's the facts. So clearly that's the agenda. They want this mixing, as I talked about in previous videos. I don't get into it too much. But I called this. Said this years ago that this was going to happen, and this would possibly be a way that they would give reparations and they would have to fix this problem. And that's how they're going to go about doing it. So there's so much out there to get black people in the right space if you're not messed up that much. Like, if you get your hands on some money, you should be able to put yourself in a good position economically and to basically expand into the future, especially if your girlfriend or your siblings or whoever you're going to be dealing with is getting the money as well. Now you have these, you know, this mindset of black women talking about getting black men for money or getting men for money. You know, they pass out all this money to people. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be issues. It's going to be problems. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of, you know, people against the whole situation. But right is right. You know, you got to fix what happened, and they have to make it whole for black people to be able to establish, you know, economic status that's going to create generational wealth. And we don't really got that. And you have to be in a really lucky position these days to get to that point to where you can establish generational wealth, which we're talking about millions of dollars. I mean, even if they give us 100 grand, 200 grand, that's not much money, but it's enough to, if you're in the right headspace, you can do something with. So they're going to call a bluff and get his money out eventually, and then there's nothing nobody's going to be able to say about slavery and civil rights and all this and that. It's just American history, something that happened that people got made whole. You can't talk about it no more. You know, shut up about it. Let's let this thing happen. But it's going to put people on the clock. You know, you got time now. You have money to go out and do something and build generational wealth. What are you going to do with it? And that's another part of the problem, is just the psychological problem that's still out there, to where people thinking, okay, I got all this money, I got to go ball out. I got to go buy the Benz, I got to go buy the watch and the chain. We'll go blow this money on a look. And it's not really worth it. So at the end of the day, they expect a lot of people to blow that money. The money's going to go right back into the economy. You have to think about, nobody buys more than black people. We spend more than anybody else, and if we get our hands on this kind of money, it's actually going to be an economic boost to the country. You know, not just to the black neighborhood. We're talking about that money is going to go right back to the economy. So all these corporate businesses that's getting in on it, you're going to see about this, and I'm going to talk about it in the next video when we get in on this. But there's a lot of corporations, as I said, on a private level. It's a lot of companies and corporations who want to get in on this because they know what's going to happen. The money's coming right back into the economy. It's going right back into the pot. What are you going to do with the money? You're going to sit on it? Some people don't even know how to invest. They don't know about stocks. They don't know what to do. The money, you know, if you take the money and you buy real estate, either way, whatever you do, the money's coming right back to the system. Now, if you follow it economically, it's a good thing. You know, economically, if they go and put that money into the black community and buy up some of these homes and fix them up and sell them and flip them, I mean, think about it. That's why in Detroit, where I think it's going to probably happen next, they're really on it in Detroit to get these people this money. So that's the agenda. You know, that's the plan. That money's going to go right back into the economy, right back to the economy, right back to these companies, right back to these corporations. And it's going to fix things. It's going to be a boost. Depends on how they do it. Something happens on a federal level, either way, the money's going to go back to the economy. It's going to be hard to justify giving out reparations, destroying or crippling the economy because we gave out that money, because black people are not going to hoard the money. We're not going to hold on to the money. Black people are going to spend that money. They're going to spend it. Millions of black people is going to spend that money. It's going to go right back. You know, that money, as that money started hitting, people are going to be tweeting about it. People are going to be, you know, TikToking and posting, and I bought this and I got a house, and all the money's going right back into the economy. You know, just, you got to really think about that. And I don't know what they're going to do as far as younger kids. And it's something you really got to think about deeply. I mean, every single black person, I mean, think about that. That's a lot of money. So yeah, I wanted to keep you guys posted on this. And, you know, it's a lot happening. You know, stay up to date with it. Keep looking on it, Google, and watch the news, because it's coming. I'm telling you, this is a big deal. Everybody's talking about it, and you can see the writing is on the wall. And usually once that first state or city drops something, you know what's going to happen, you know, because it's right there. It's almost a blueprint for what's going to happen moving forward. And it's almost like getting us to accept the lowest amount, because 25,000 ain't enough, for real. But I mean, it's like trapping a person. I mean, if they put a paper in front of you, say, hey, well, you accept 25,000 now, instead of, or would you rather wait and maybe possibly get nothing or millions? You don't know what's going to happen. Oh, it could be off the table. It might not get voted on. Get you guys to accept whatever we're willing to give you, and it is what it is. So the people who took that money and accepted it, that's it. It's nothing after that. It's done. You're basically saying, okay, well, I accept this money for slavery, and anything else that comes on the table, I'm not entitled to, or I won't be able to get if it's more money. And that's if things go down on a state, local, private level. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Make sure you guys take advantage of those sales. It's going to be your last chance to get Never Pay Again membership. Get the flash drive out of the way. We got some more at this price. Like I said, if the link worked, there's books left. If not, that's the end of it. A lot of changes coming. New site will be up this week, so the site will be down over the weekend. It should be down, and I'll do another video once it's back up. But yeah, make sure you guys check your emails, and you know, we're getting the books out quickly as possible. We got you. Thanks for watching. See you next video.